Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today is Beauty Ninja Mask Monday. It's a collab. There will be a playlist down below, so please go check out the other girls and see what they're up to today. I'm going to be using an eye mask, and I'm using the Rose Eye Mask, and this is by these people. So the rose one is to be moisturizing, has hyaluronic acid in it. Then on top of that, I'm going to be using the Spa Life Energizing Natural Extract Paraben and Sulfate Free Grapefruit Facial Mask with Vitamin E. I'm going to pause this because I forgot something. Okay, it probably didn't even do anything for you. You're just waiting. So let's get these eye masks on. I'm really enjoying these. I don't know if they're making a difference, but I will tell you, I've been sick. Thank God I pre-filmed last week, or I wouldn't have had any content last week. I've been sick since, I don't know, maybe around Wednesday, Thursday of last week. I'm filming it Sunday. When you're watching this, I will be at the post office sending my Secret Santa package out. And another package. Alright, this is that grapefruit by Spa Life. It kind of smells citrusy, like real grapefruit juice. So let's get this on. Oh, I need this so bad, guys. I ran a fever, and it's just like, that was Friday night. I ran a fever, and I just let it run. I figured that's your body's way of taking care of you. But it sure does dry you out, you know what I mean? And my eyes were so puffy, my sinuses were so inflamed, and it was going down into my throat. I love these. I got these on Amazon. They were relatively cheap. I think it was 2 for $7.95. And they're lovely. They hold everything in place. Alright, so let's get to the exciting part. This came yesterday, and I don't have the cover because it's framed and hanging in my mother's bedroom. So I would like to thank Felicia from Nomad Cosmetics for gifting me this palette. It's the new Christkindmarket by Nomad, their new Christmas palette. And what had happened was I had put a post under when they did the reveal. My mother was born in Hof, Germany, and she's been back to visit a few times. You know, she didn't even leave there, I guess, till she was like 11 when her and my grandmother came to this country. And my mom's been real homesick lately. So when Nomad was putting this palette, like they do like a little game. If you're not familiar with Nomad Cosmetics, you can follow them on Instagram. And when they do a new palette release, they do like these little guessing games where you can guess the shade. Well, this time they had this little word find in a Christmas tree, and I thought, well, my mom's been homesick for Germany. I know this is Germany. I could just tell as soon as I found the first word in the word find. So I took it over, and my mom found, like, I don't know, all of the words. But then we started, my mom's 75 years old. We're only 15 years apart. She doesn't wear makeup anymore. But she was excited because she knew it was the Christmas festival in Germany. So every day I went over and we guessed the shade name and yada, yada, yada. And then they did the reveal, just the reveal of the front cover in this picture, which this looks like where my mom was born and lived. So she was so excited. Well, I happened to post that. I said thank you so much to Nomad. This was so much fun. I said my 75-year-old mom, who doesn't wear makeup anymore, had so much fun guessing these colors. And I personally want to thank you, because I will have these memories to cherish forever of me and my mom having fun guessing this, the location and all the, the shade names. So she private met Felicia, the owner of Nomad, um, emailed me back and said that they would like to gift me the palette, and to share it with my mom. I will have a picture later on today, but it won't have that cover because she wanted that in her room framed, and I framed it for her. So anyway, here's the palette. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it already if you know anything about Nomad. Look how beautiful. It's a perfect Christmas palette. Look at those shimmers. Look at that blue. Oh my goodness. The looks that are going to be made. Anyway, once again, thank you so much, Felicia. She loves the palette. She thought it was absolutely beautiful, and she loves that front cover. So, now, my mother's the one that gave me the love for my makeup. She used to work for Mary Kay, and I know it's an MLM or whatever you call that. Yeah. But my mom actually did well with it because she had the money to buy the samples, and she would throw these big parties, and everybody would get their own samples. Like they could pick their foundation color, and she would have samples for the other makeups and eyeshadows, and everybody would do a makeup look, and she always picked like Nancy colors, like browns and tans, and just like real easygoing colors for the parties. And then when she would reveal the palettes, and they would have other colors in them, like blues and, stuff like that. And people would buy. I mean, she did really well with it, actually. She was, one of the top sellers in Pennsylvania at one point. But, and she only had one person under her. And because she wasn't all about, she just loved giving those parties, those makeup parties. And they were fun. And that's what got me into makeup. And I can remember when Mary Kay, I don't remember how old I was, but they came out with a colorful palette. And at that time, I think the only one that had any real colors was like Wet and Wild. They had a purple. They had a black eyeshadow that was caca, but we used it. If you were grungy, you used it. But they were coming out with more bright colors. Well, Mary Kay came out with this bright colored palette, and it was like all the rage. I mean, my mom had lots of orders, but that was my first experimentation with color. So I was over the moon, and I was just being a wild child with my makeup. But anyway, it's been 9 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on because like I said, I've been sick. My face just feels like it needs moisture. Once again, thank you, Felicia from Nomad Cosmetics, for gifting me and my mother this palette. It's absolutely stunning. I can't wait to break into it. I can't wait to do the Nomad challenge. And remember, girls, oh, one other thing. You don't have much time left up until November 30th. You can order from HC Silver and Stone. This is a pendant that she made me, that it was a custom pendant. It's absolutely beautiful. It's all the jewelry's silver, and she shapes the stones and everything to put into it. So go check her out. The links are all down below. HC Silver and Stone at Etsy. And the code is Christine15 for 15% off up until November 30th. So get your orders in if you want something for Christmas. All right, so enough of that. This is a collab. There's a playlist down below. Go check out the other girls and see how they're doing. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.